the new lesson, lesson number 10, the expansion of the Maratha power. So here we are going to learn about this lesson. So in the previous lesson, we have learned when there was a Sambhaji Maharaj, how they are trying to expand the Maratha empire. Then after the death of the Sambhaji Maharaj, the Rajaram Maharaj, they're trying to expand the Maratha Empire. They are come with a new ideas. And even we have learned also that the Rajaram Maharaj is known as the Sthira Buddhi. Sthir Buddhi, which is used by, this adjective is used by the Sir Desai. Then after the death of the Rajaram Maharaj, Maharani Tarabai, she fought she fought with the Mughals. She fought with the Mughals to maintain the Maratha Empire, to expand the Maratha Empire. Then later on, how we are expanded the Maratha Empire by the Shahu Maharaj and by the by here the Shivaji Maharaj. They established a Swara. Then later on, the other people they started to expand. Then the Shahu Maharaj came. He also wanted to expand the Maratha Empire. Then the Bajirao I, Balaji Vishwanath. How they expand this empire, we are going to learn in this lesson. Then, so here student, there are our necessary that the beginning of the Maratha Empire, that Maratha War of Independence, the Mughals were offensive. Mughals were offensive means Mughals were attacking on the Maratha empires, and the Maratha empires they're trying to defeat, and they're trying to protect themselves. Means at the time of the Sambhaji Maharaj, at the time of the Shivaji Maharaj, at this time only the Mughals were attacking on the Marathas. But then after the 18th centuries, at the end of the independence of Maratha, we Marathas were attacking on Mughals, and Mughals are protecting themselves. Mughals were protecting themselves. So how were they? We are going to learn in this lesson. Then our name, the next first topic is the release of the Shahu Maharaj. That in the last lesson, and right now also we have discussed that the Maharani Yesubai, she sacrificed, even she kept her own life and her son life in a danger, and she released and she suggested to the and the Maharani Tarabai to escape from the fort. So that's why the Maharani Yasubai and Shahu Maharaj, they are in the sea, they are in the Mughal camp. But in the Mughals also, after the death of the Emperor Aurangzeb, there is a struggle among his sons, because the Aurangzeb nearby having the 6 to 7 sons. So there is a discontent amongst them. Then after the death of the Aurangzeb, who will be sit on the throne of the Mughal Empire. Then the Prince Azam Shah was in the south part of India. That the Azam Shah, he marched towards Delhi, and Prince Shahu, when he marched, Prince Azam Shah marched on Delhi. At that time, Prince Shahu was in his control, was in his camp. Then the Azam Shah started to believe, if I will release the Shahu Maharaj, so that Shahu Maharaj as well as the Maharani Tarabai, they both will fight for the throne of the Maratha Empire, or throne for the Swaraj. So that because of that, what happened, the Maratha Empire gets divided, so that it is easy task for the Maratha Empire to win over them. It is an easy task for them. So it is this decided by the Azam Shah. So that's why Prince Azam Shah released Shahu Maharaj. Then after the release, immediately After the release, immediately Shahu Maharaj went to the he marched towards the Maharashtra. Then, while going, Shahu Maharaj joined some Maratha Sardars, because if he wanted to join the Maratha Empire, definitely he has to take the help of the Maratha Sardars. So he joined the Maratha Sardars, but Maharani Tarabai did not accept him for the throne of the for the throne. Why? Because there is a confusion in the minds of the Maharani Tarabai, that from because his childhood, and he when he grown up, Shahu Maharaj gets grown up in the Mughals camp. So whether he is in the side of the Mughal Empire, or he can be enemy for the Maratha Empire. So there is a lots of confusion in the mind of the Maharani Tarabai. So that's why she didn't accept him as for the throne. Okay, so that because of that, what happened? There is a battle in between the Sambhaji Maharaj and the Maharani Tarabai. So that battle get won by the Shahu Maharaj. That battle get won by the Shahu Maharaj. So that's why Shahu Maharaj won the battle, and he captured the Satara. And after capturing the Satara, he crowned himself as a Chhatrapati. As a Chhatrapati, and Satara became the capital of the Maratha Empire. In this, there is a mutual discontent in between the Maharani Tarabai and Shahu Maharaj. It gets continued. So then later on, the minor son is not a grown up, a small son, and the name of that son was the Shivaji II. Shivaji too, they acclaim as a Chhatrapati. So because of that, what happened? It gives the independent, because of that, what happened? Two Maratha kingdom get formed. One is Satara and other is Kolhapur. Because at Satara, Shahu Maharaj crowned himself. And at Kolhapur, Maharani Tarabai crowned her son Shivaji too as a Chhatrapati. So at the beginning part, Shahu Maharaj that we have discussed, at the beginning, Shahu Maharaj spent his own life in the Mughal camp, so that Shahu Maharaj is aware about the small thing about the Mughal Empire. They are aware about it, so that they are aware about the Mughal politics, and they are very close to them. And even he also aware, the Shah Maharaj is also aware about the politics of the Mughals. Then he also knew who Shahu Maharaj is also knew the small means weak part and the strength of the Mughal Empire. So he started to acquaint it. He started to influence the people in the Mughal court. So all these factors help him to decide that how which direction should be accepted to defeat the Mughal Empire. Okay, then Aurangzeb's successor, they have given the policy of destroying the Maratha Empire. So the successor of Aurangzeb, they accepted that now we have to destroy the Maratha Empire. But the Maratha Empire accepted a new policy. That new policy was, instead of instead of the winning of new empire, it is necessary to whatever the area it is under control of the Maratha Empire, it is necessary to maintain that only. So that's why they said that they believe that restoring an old temper is as good as a building a new one. It is a correct thing, because what if you have a old thing, if you have already kingdom, it is in your hand, you have to protect that first instead of gaining the other one. Okay, students. Then um, uh, then the Mughal power faced the threat. Already we are fighting against the Mughal Empire. But the Mughal Empire, they have a fear, the attack of the Iraq. They have an attack of the Iraq and the Iran. Iraq and Afghani powers and the Iran powers. Even the local of the Pathans and the locals of the Rajput, Rohillas rulers. So the internal competition is also more in the court of the Mughal. So because of that, what happened? The Mughal power become weak due to all these. Delhi court needed the help of the Marathas. See, students, when there was a Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Maharaj, Mughal power was so strong. So that's why these two people has to face a lot to win over them. Then the time has changed. The time has changed. The Rohillas, local rulers, Pathans, Iranians, all these peoples, they attacking on the Mughals. And at that time, Mughal power becomes so weak, and they needed the help from the Marathas, and they seek the help from the Marathas. Then the later is the Balaji Vishwanath. When the Shahu Maharaj get released by the Mughals, Shahu Maharaj made Balaji Vishwanath as a Peshwa. And as he appointed as a Peshwa, they started to acquaint. They started to win the various territory, and they started to make the territory in the hands of and under control of the Maratha Empire. Okay, and why? Because Balaji held from means take from the Srivardhan in Konkan. He was very experienced and very knowledgeable person, and he convinced various Sardars. He convinced various Sardar that Shivaji too or Maharani Tarabai, they are not a real successor of the Maratha Empire. Shahu Maharaj is the real successor of the Maratha Empire, because Shahu Maharaj is the son of the Sambhaji Maharaj, so that he is the real heir of the Maratha Empire, and he joins, after telling this, he joins various Sardars. He joins various Sardars with the support of the Shahu Maharaj. Even Kanoji Angre, see, this Kanoji Angre was the chief of Maratha Navy. It is a very important line. Right, just in your textbook, please underline it. Who is the head chief of the Maratha Navy? Kanoji Angre. Kanoji Angre was the chief of the Maratha Navy, but Kanoji Angre chose this side of Maharani Tarabai. See, Balaji Vishwanath chose the side of the Shahu Maharaj, but the Kanoji Angre chose the side of the Maharani Tarabai, and even Kanoji Angre attacked the territories of the Shahu Maharaj. So because of this, various difficult situation get arises. So that under this circumstances, Shahu Maharaj sent Balaji to fight against Kanoji Angre, and Balaji Vishwanath avoided the war and won Kanoji over to Shahu Maharaj side. Later on, the Kanoji Angre also comes in the side of the Shahu Maharaj. Then we have the Chauthai and Sar Deshmukhi, right? Okay. Now this one, Mughal Empire. They took the help. They took the help from the Marathas. That they are very means they have fear to attack from the Iran, Iraq, Afghans, local rulers, and the Pathans, Rajputs. So they seek the help from the Marathas. So as a result, they are supposed to give the Chauthai and Sardeshmukhi. Chauthai means 1/4, and the Sardeshmukhi means it is 1/10 part. So whatever the revenue or taxes is collected, among that 1/4 is to be a part of the Maratha Empire, and 1/10 is a part of, or the 1/10, right, is a part of the Maratha Empire. So here, see, after making the strong position of Shahu Maharaj in Maharashtra, Balaji, Balaji Vishwanath, they turned into the north direction of India. And in the Delhi court, then he observed, Balaji Vishwanath observed that in the court of the Delhi, after the death of the Emperor Aurangzeb, the other peoples unnecessarily means the successor and even the sardars, they are for unnecessarily point they are fighting and they have a confusion. Then the Sayyid brothers Abdullah, Hussein Ali, they become very influential means they are very they are listens anyone's, and they didn't take their own decision. They listens others, and as per that they react. So with the help of this, Balaji Vishwanath obtained the Sanad. Sanad means they take the permission to collect the 1/4 and the 1/10. That is a Chauthai and Sardeshmukhi from the Mughal territory. Okay, Mughal territory, and they can collect the revenue from the Mughal territory in the Deccan. Then the Bajirao won. After the death of the Balaji Vishwanath, his son Bajirao won. After the death of them, Balaji Vishwanath, after the death of Balaji Vishwanath, Bajirao won become the Peshwa, and they are appointed by the Shahu Maharaj, and they expanded the Mughal Empire. They expanded the Mughal Empire during his 20 years. During his 20 years. So I guess students, you have seen the movie. In that movie, Bajirao Mastani, in that movie also they have shown a great bowler of the Bajirao one, how he expanded his Maratha Empire, how fearlessly he fought with the Mughals, with other people, how they helped at the Bundelkhand, how they helped the King Chhatrasal. They defeated him, that we have learned in that movie. And even when he died, before he died, he won a great battle, or fearlessly he battled. That we have seen in that movie. And in that movie also we have seen how that Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, in what way he appointed the Bajirao one as a Peshwa. Okay, then the Nizam's defeat at Palkhill. Okay, so that the Mughal Emperor Farooq Sir appointed Nizam ul Haq as a Subedar at Deccan. And at the beginning, we have learned that that we got the Sanad to collect the Sardeshmukhi and the Chauthai from this area. But this Nizam ul Haq, he is not happy, he is not ready with that Sanat. So he started to attack. So that he started to attack on the territory of Maratha Empire. So that what happened after that, the Bajirao I, he attacked on the Nizamul Haq, and then later on he accepted the sanad which is given by the Mughal Empire to collect the Sardeshmukhi and the Chauthai. Okay, as the Mughal power had become so weak, then he started to realize who Bajirao I, that the Mughal power is so weak, so that Bajirao knew that there is no scope to expand the empire towards north side. So that Shahu Maharaj also supported his policy. Then the Malwa, this Malwa region today it is the Madhya Pradesh was the part of the Mughal Empire. So the Bajirao sent the Mallarrao Holkar, okay, Mallarrao Holkar, Ranoji Sinde, Udoji Pawar under the leadership of his brother Chimaji Appa. That in the Bajirao Mastani movie also you have seen at the beginning he called his brother Chimaji. Yeah, that Chimaji Appa, under the leadership of that Chimaji Appa, Bajirao sent Mallarao Holkar, Ranoji Shinde and Udaji Pawar towards Malwa, so that the Maratha powers become so strong. Then the Bundelkhand. This Bundelkhand, now it is today's part of the Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh and the Uttar Pradesh, and the areas around Jhansi, Panna, and Sagar. Jhansi, Panna, and Sagar. These are the parts that is combinedly it is known as the Bundelkhand. And at the beginning that we have learned, Shivaji Maharaj influence with the motivation of the work of the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, with the work of the King Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, so that King Chhatrasal he established his own empire, King Chhatrasal. In the same way, King Chhatrasal is also expanded their own empire at Bundelkhand. So that, but later on the Mughal, Subedar Muhammad Khan Bungush, he attacked on the Bundelkhand. Then later on, Bundelkhand, the King Chhatrasal, he seek the help from the Bajirao I. Then the Bajirao helped King Chhatrasal. With a huge army, he helped him. Then at the rivers, the King Chhatrasal gave lots of prizes to the Bajirao. I guess in the Bajirao Mastani movie, you have seen how the Bajirao Peshwa is ready to help to the King Chhatrasal, and he fought with a tremendously with this Bungush. He defeated that Bungush. Okay. Then while returning back, he gives the lots of gift to the Bajirao I. So students, I guess you have understood this. Okay. Then the Bajirao demanded that the emperor of the office of the Subedar of the Malwa region, because at that Malwa there is a control of the Mughal Empire. Then the emperor declined this demand. Okay, what at the beginning that we all are ready to help the Mughals. We are ready to have defeated the foreign attack on the Mughals. Then later on, our Mughals, the Bajirao demanded the Sardeshmukhi and the Chauthai from the Mughal Empire, and the emperor declined that. Emperor declined that. So with this activity, the Bajirao won. Bajirao is get surprised, so that Bajirao marched on Delhi. Bajirao marched on Delhi. Then again, in the same movie, we have seen a battle of Bhopal. In that movie also, we have seen how Bajirao won. Show is a great bowler that we have seen. So that the battle of Bhopal, the emperor felt that it is not an easy account, Bajirav's Delhi, that expedition. So who the emperor of the Mughal Empire, they invited a Nizam to protect the Delhi. Then the Nizam marched against Bajirao, but there is no use of that march, and the Bajirao won, win over, win over on Nizam. Win over on Nizam. This is a battle of the Bhopal. Then the later on, we also defeated the Portuguese also, because when today's Vasai and Thane on the or in the Konkan part, there is an impact, there is a power of the Portuguese, lots of power of a Portuguese. So Portuguese rulers, they are not ready. They are not ready to help the Mughal Empire. So that's why Bajirao sent his brother Chimaji Appa to talk with the Portuguese, but the Portuguese get denied, so that Chimaji conquered the Thane, means captured the Thane and the nearby area of the Thane. Then in 1739, they laid a siege. Laid a siege means they means the house arrest. We can say in a very easy way. They can arrest, means all the Portuguese, they were on the fort, and the rest, the Maratha gate, they are making round, and so that no one can goes inside, no one can come outside. So that can raise or happen, and the fort was very strong. Then the Portuguese had a powerful artillery. They have a powerful artillery. In spite of all this, the Chimaji continued his siege, and with the perseverance and forced to Portuguese the surrender. Because see, on the fort we cannot stay more than 5 months, 6 months, because whatever the food facility, water facility is available on the fort, that much. When it started to end, so definitely the power of all the soldiers become weak, so that later on the Portuguese surrender in front of the in front of the Maratha Empire and the fort of Vasai, and a large part of the Portuguese territory were in the hands of the Marathas. Then later on, Nadir Shah, the emperor of Iran, they invaded India. Who? Nadir Shah. And by the order of the Shahu Maharaj, Bajirao sent to the north direction. Why? Because what happened? We means the Maratha, they decided that they will help to protect the Delhi. They give these words to the Mughal Empire that we will help your Delhi. So that's why, by considering the Shahu Maharaj sent the Bajirao to fought with the Nadir Shah. By this time, the Bajirao reached to the Burhapur, and Nadir Shah returned to Iraq. Why they returned to Iraq? Because at this Burhanpur, there is a great battle in between Bajirao and the Nadir Shah. There is a huge battle. Even you have seen in the Bajirao Mastani movie also, that at the ending part of that movie, that they have shown a great battle in between two people, and that two people were the Bajirao and the Nadir Shah. Okay, and there only Bajirao breathe the last breath at the Rev Khadi. Rev Khadi is the name of the place which is on the bank of the Narmada river. And Bajirao, really Bajirao was a great bowler, and he lived only 20 to 23 years, not more than that. See, with that year also, with that time also, he he enlightened the world. He supported the Maratha Empire. Okay, so this is in this way we have expanded. We means the Maratha Empire expanded their power all over the India.